Mario Galaxy, a Mario adventure of cosmic proportions as the back puts it. This game is one of the most iconic Mario games, hell, even video games of all time. Now of course talking about one of the greatest games known to humanity is great, but it's Christmas and Christmas is supposed to be with others. Now, I did try to bring Into a Christmas a few years back. Didn't pan out well, but oh well, I guess we can figure it out later. But for now, I guess we should be talking about Mario Galaxy rather than causing some unfortunate events again. Happens every year, I hate it. Before the Wii even existed, we have to go all the way back to the year 2000 with Nintendo presenting this tech demo. It had Mario, and a lot of him. But that isn't the important part of this demo because it showed off a technology Nintendo dubbed as sphere walking. This demo was quite infamous mostly because it was constantly said to be in development by Shigeru Miyamoto, which sure didn't happen. But instead, this tech was repurposed for other games like Pikmin and even Metroid Prime. 2005, Nintendo apologizes for making a console with no DVD player and announces the Wii. They barely announced much in fact. For Mario Galaxy specifically, they just said the next Mario is underway. Fast forward to E3 2006, they have a demo of Mario Galaxy on the show floor. This shows a very early version of Good at Galaxy, with there being entirely cut planets or planets that belong in different galaxies in the base game. This build was really interesting to watch, so go check out Forest of Illusion's gameplay of this. E3 2007 was not very interesting in terms of changes compared to the final build, but the music in both of the builds I just stated have different versions of Good at Galaxy's theme. Okay, I guess it's time to get going. Why'd he break down my door?
Well, for one, you were talking about Mario Galaxy without me. And two, you said you have to go, so let's go!
How did you know I said that?
You know, Mario Galaxy, evictions, same thing really. So where were you?
Booting up Mario Galaxy, you pick a file. If you really feel like it, for your icon you can pick a me. A nice option to have. Unless you're playing 3D All-Stars, then f*** you. Selecting the game, Peach invites you to the Star Festival, a ceremony that happens every 100 years. Starting the game off, you're running to Peach's castle, and first off, the graphics. My god, this game looks so good! This is the third mainline 3D Mario, and just by looking at this game looks better than other games releasing on even the Xbox 360. Well, stylistically. Of course this game will have a lower poly count compared to them, but look at the 360. This was the era of realistic graphics equals good. What that usually meant was give the game a muddy look. But while Mario Sunshine looked okay, the models were still a bit blocky, and it was in the era where video games voice acting and animation were...
Leave my mama alone, you bad man. I won't let you take Mama Peach away.
Mama Peach? I'm your mama?
Mario Galaxy was able to go over this barrier by giving it a cartoony art style, which even on 1080p displays looks good. Anyway, getting back, we're walking towards the castle where a meteor knocks over a tower, and it's revealed that Bowser not only got ships, but a flying saucer. Bowser wants to create a galaxy at the center of the universe where he rules it all. In space, Mario tries to get to Peach, but a Magic Koopa appears, mocks Mario, then launches him far away. Rabbits wake us up, and then for some reason they ask us to play hide and seek. The rabbits, after being found, are revealed to be Lumas, and they give us hints on where we can find the other ones. Finding them all, we end up meeting Rosalina, which gives us a Luma to gain a new ability, the Spin. This gives us way more versatility. Think of a kick from Mario 64, but more effective for attacks and air control. The Spin, like the name suggests, has Mario do a spin. The Spin will knock out enemies, spin out enemies, two completely different things, and break things in the environment like crystals and boxes. I think you should start driving.
I'll start driving when you're done.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. The car's engine stalled.
Do we walk then?
I guess.
So can you please explain to me how you have a family at 14? Completing the starting galaxy sends you to the hub world, known as the Comet Observatory. First off, before anything, the music of the Comet Observatory is amazing. It's super relaxed, and it changes each time you beat Bowser. The Comet Observatory is an amazing hub world. Aside from the music, it's the perfect size. Everything is much closer together than the stages were ever in Mario Sunshine, and domes are basically just worlds where you click on the level you want, go, then at the end you have a boss. The domes in the hub world don't have much to do, but outside them you can explore a little bit, get some 1-ups, and that's pretty much it. With the observatory, that's its main flaw. Since it's decently large, I would hope that there was more to do than get 1-ups and play the stages. But wait, that's where they fix things. If the main story isn't doing much for you, you can learn Rosalina's backstory. This is completely optional and you never have to enter the room it's in, but hey, it's nice to just sit down and learn it if you actually want a Mario character with depth. The observatory will also constantly change. After completing a specific boss, you get a Grand Star, which is another thing Mario Galaxy does. If you played 3D World in one of the old sandbox Mario games, this game feels like a mesh between both. It has the somewhat linear design of 3D World, but also has some open levels and has you collecting stars as the main objective. Stars are, of course, the overall goal, and most levels will have 3 or more stars to go for, whether they be the base objective for the level and showing you the land, or have you do smaller quests with secret stars and prankster comets with a variety of challenges. They could be a boss battle with a sliver of health, beating a stage quickly, or purple comets which have you collecting 100 purple coins with absolutely amazing music in the background. And oh my god, these levels! Some that immediately come to mind are Good at Galaxy, it's just an amazing introduction. Honey Hive is super large to this game. Toy Time is just an amazing level, one of the most challenging purple coins in this game. And Gusty Garden at the time had amazing music, but now that we're in the age of the internet, we'll have Minecraft streamers constantly using its music.
What's up guys? In this video we're going to be playing Minecraft but I can't breathe. But before we start, like and follow, go to my YouTube channel, go sub to me there, join the Discord, and if you really want, join the Patreon. But anything would really work. Follow my Twitter.
Why do you have that clip?
It just works for most things, talking about Mario Galaxy, Minecraft, the military service, covers all bases.
How much farther do we have?
50. No, 50 miles.
Can we just turn back?
Okay, sure. I'm a fan of directions. This is a Wii game at its core, and let's ignore everything we've been talking about. How's this game utilize the system's capabilities? First off, the motion controls, and there are good and absolutely mediocre uses in this game. First off, the good utilization, the spin. The spin is good for one primary reason. You'll be holding the controller like this most of the game, and the spin, just one shake, you're done. With the more gimmicky galaxies, we have ball rolling and stingrays. Talking about these sections will make you sound like a f***ing idiot to anyone you're talking to.
You roll a ball and ride a stingray.
These two are probably the worst parts of the game. I like the controls of the ball rolling better, but the problem is that it always plays this annoying track when rolling. Sure, the ball rolling gives you more control, but it also feels so much more finicky because you're now having to tilt the full Wii remote forwards and backwards, which could just end up making your wrist ache. The stingray sections are slightly better for this, due to the fact you're only tilting left and right. These galaxies definitely feel like the Owlers and feel like Nintendo just wanted a few more stages, so went, Wii remote gimmicks, go! There are 5 total of these galaxies, which seems like a lot, but thankfully they only have one single mission for them. Then there are the pointer capabilities. These were far more underutilized. Their main purpose is to collect star bits, which are essentially a replacement for coins in this game, although coins are in it, but are rare and heal you. And the pointer controls did get their own galaxy, 2 even, and we only have 1. Here comes complaint number 2. Bubble Breeze Galaxy is in the Kitchen Dome, which is the 3rd in the game. Compare that to Bubble Blast Galaxy, which is in the late post game. And by that point, I forgot the bubble gimmick was in this game. And playing that, it's comparatively really precise, and getting hit once launches you in the void. Thankfully, everything I just mentioned here is optional and you technically don't even have to touch these gimmicks a single time. Of course, the things at the forefront are the main levels, and oh my god, they did it! These main levels, I really have no complaints with. Some are okay, but I'm only not fond of them due to their themes. First of the main stages is Good at Galaxy. The level shows everything you should expect perfectly. from the gravity to the hidden areas, and especially the music. Honey Hive shows how different the layouts can be. It has a fun main area to explore, fun music, and the first new power-up of this game, the Bee Mushroom. This power-up gives you the ability to fly for a brief amount of time and sticks you on the honeycomb. It is useful in the early game for helping you get out of pits, and it is used in many good ways for this level. Bowser Jr.'s Robot Reactor is the boss level for the Terrace Dome, and these give you unique fights where Bowser Jr. shows up, shows off the boss, then flies away. The first fight is Mega Leg, and it is a giant robot you have to climb up in order to guide a bullet bill into the glass containing the Grand Star. Do this several times, then you finally get the second Grand Star. Returning to the Comet Observatory shows you a bigger core in the center and a new dome that opened up. Space Junk Galaxy is the first level of World 2, and this one's music is the standout of this galaxy. Other than that, there's a giant spider as a boss that shoots out green goo if you hit part of its body. I hate spiders, so this is why I don't like Space Junk Galaxy as much, because aside from that, it has some fun Polestar sections. Battle Rock Galaxy. Oh man, this is a good one. The first mission has you dodging cannons and lasers, and one of the later missions has you going inside the rock and exploding it from the inside out. Second World Boss Time. This is unlike the first boss level, an actual level of platforming. It even has a remix of Super Mario 64's Bowser levels. This section is shorter than most levels, but when you see Bowser, he starts blasting the platforms you're standing on. This is not difficult and really quick, but it creates great tension. And finally, you confront Bowser. This fight was even easier than the first. Finally, we're done.
Why did I agree to that?
Beach Bowl Galaxy is next, and this is a fun one. First off, yes, this is indeed a beach bowl. Second, the level is actually fun. Now, is swimming slowly better than the rest of the game? No. But this level is slower paced, so it's actually okay. One of the missions even have you taking a gold shell away from a little penguin. See? Perfect. Ghostly Galaxy. This is the spooky level of this game. It's fine. And the main thing of note is that if you're playing as Luigi on one of the missions, you will save another Luigi. It's both lazy and a funny addition, so it's amazing. This next one isn't a main mission, but it is one of the most memorable to me. We have Buoy Base. Another level of water, but the main thing that sticks out is its music being amazing for just an optional level. Now granted, other levels are technically optional, but this is the only level it plays in, and the level only has 2 stars. We'll get to you later. Third boss time, Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. While writing this, I thought you fought Kamala the Kamek in this level, but no, you fight Bowser Jr., but this fight is even easier than the Bowser fight, which if you've been keeping track, means that this is not only the easiest fight in the game, but this also means I have a new segment to make. Hello everyone, we're here with a very serious topic today on the difficulty decline of Mario Galaxy's bosses. CNN won't take this, I don't know why. But we're here today with someone who supposedly knows a lot about this topic. So sir, can you tell me about the difficulty curve?
Curves? I don't trust curves. I died because of a curve in the road. Ah!
Well, you heard it here third. He hates curves. What next? Oh god, what do I say here? Okay, well for one, this stage is actually overrated. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a perfectly fine stage, but the main reason it's remembered so fondly is its music, which, as I mentioned, has been overused to death. I'm alive. Freeze Flame Galaxy is great. Ice and lava combined is something unique as an actual level. They also add the Ice Flower to the Mario series, and it works completely different here. Instead of shooting ice, you create ice platforms when over water. It would be cool, no pun intended, but this power-up is very situational. Dusty Dune Galaxy, not as great, not the first person, but desert levels are always just kind of there. Bowser's Dark Matter plan I mainly remember because there's a Mario Kart Wii custom track based off of it, and the overall level and boss are good. Gold Leaf Galaxy!
Yes!
Wait a minute. Yeah, as many unique galaxies as there are, there's still some that reuse stuff. And this is just a flipped Honey Hive with some added and removed stuff. Sea Slide Galaxy, and this level I never liked, because compared to Beach Bowl where it wasn't that bad there, this level has way too much water. And saying that makes me sound like that one Alpha Sapphire review by IGN but this level is just slow and the controls are janky when swimming, so for once, a level is legitimately bad for having too much water. Toy Time Galaxy. Wow. This is a fun one. This stage is one of my personal favorites because of that one mission with a giant robot. And oh wow, it introduced a new power-up. Let's see it. Bowser Jr.'s Lava Reactor. Just kind of a lazy boss level. It's got no actual level, and the boss itself is just King Caliente from another level, but harder. Gateway Galaxy is completely optional, and you might not even think it's a galaxy, but it has you collecting 100 purple coins using a new power-up, the Red Star. This power-up is my biggest gripe because the power-up is so perfect with the theme of the game. That being space, flying between the planets and the levels could have been so cool, but no, it got delegated to a level where you fly in a straight line, and the hub world.
Here, for you.
Thanks. Say, what's your name anyway?
Ben.
Oh, I have something to put in my contacts.
Finally, the Garden Dome is the final dome of the game with no actual boss at the end. Instead, Rosalina tells you to get 60 stars in order to reach Bowser. Deep Dark Galaxy is the first of the Garden Dome. It's one that's just there. And there's already a lot of water and beach levels to begin with in this game, so it's just kind of there. Dreadnought Galaxy. This feels like a sequel to Battle Rock, and I love that. You go up there. Finally, Melty Molten Galaxy. Yet another lava level. I actually like this one. It also has a Dino Piranha that's on fire. So, you know, this list is getting more competitive. We have the big one finally. We talk to Rosalina, pick the 3-letter response, then go to the final mission, Bowser's Galaxy Reactor. This mission is the final, and the game tells you. The music is amazing, and the stage itself is a gauntlet, dodging bullets, avoiding thwomps, and jumping over gaps of lava. And playing this for the first time in a while, it's actually difficult. Getting to the end, much like the first Bowser level, he destroys the floor you're standing on as you're getting up. Then once you reach him, the final fight starts. The first phase is surprisingly unique, with Bowser rolling around in a rock trying to crush you, but hitting him 3 times sends you and Bowser to another planet. This phase has you dodging rapid fireballs as you try to get close enough to hit him with one of the nearby... Hold on. Rubbery bulbs. You knock over Bowser, do that 3 more times, and it sends you through a hole in the artificial sun, landing you to the final planet. And the final phase is depressingly the same attacks as the first Bowser fight. Quite a weird way to finish an amazing level, but you defeat him, collect the Grand Star, and the star collapses on itself, creating a black hole. The Lumas go in to repair it, then Rosalina appears and basically just resets the entire timeline. Apparently, everything is restored and the game ends. The ending is quite weird for this game, but that's Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Luigi Galaxy!
Collecting every star nets you the right to play as Luigi. It's a repeat of Mario Galaxy, but as Luigi, which controls slightly differently, with a higher jump and worse traction. It's a fine enough addition, and I'm completely fine with playing this game a dozen more times, so it isn't a huge deal, and 100%ing this mode gives you another stage, Grand Finale Galaxy. It's the Star Festival from the beginning, but has you collecting 100 purple coins. A sort of whatever addition, but I just love it. Super Mario Galaxy was and will be one of the greatest games of all time.
Wow, that was mediocre. Not the game itself, but the hypothermia could have been better.
Agreed. But anyway, we haven't seen each other in a while. What's it been, like 67 days and 6 hours or something?
Alright, see ya. Oh, have this.
Thanks. Merry Christmas. Can't wait to see you downstairs. Well, couldn't make it a family Christmas this year, but that's fine. I'm fine right here. And I think me and Mikey are even doing better. But, wow, I've never been that positive towards a game. Let's see which one I pull out next. Best Christmas ever!
guys, thanks for making it here. Happy holidays, but I'm on the brink of reaching 200 subs, and I want to make it by the end of this year. So if you aren't already, please subscribe. But with that, this is Nintendo Nerd, signing out. Peace.